Okay, guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, I actually went to Home Depot. I tried to get some marigolds that were in the pots and ready to go, but unfortunately, they didn't have any. I think they're done for the season with those. So I picked up a bunch of different packs, and I did pick up some onions. I want to try to do some onions, but it's a little kind of late in the season. But I don't know. We might just throw some in and give it a go. I thought that I had picked up some green onions and put them in there, but I looked through my seed packs and I didn't have anything in there. Sorry if the camera's kind of at an angle because, well, it's a little slopey where I'm at. So there we go. Maybe that's a little better. Let's see if I can adjust that any. No, I cannot. So we'll just have to make do. Anyway, so I did pick up some Tokyo long whites. The onions I picked up are sweet Spanish yellow Utah jumbos. I also picked up some red burgundy onions as well as some Walla Walla onions. Now I did pick up some chives. I like chives, throwing them in chili and stuff like that. So I picked up some chives. I thought that would be great. Once again, this year I'm just kind of throwing things in there to see how they grow, how much I can get in one pot, and I want to make the most of the space. So the biggest thing I want to get done today is I want to get I want to try and put some marigolds in front of the pots. The pots that have the marigolds in them seem to have the least amount of activity from the squirrels. There's one where they went right next to the marigold and they dug a little bit, but then they didn't dig far like the other holes that are in there. So I don't know if it's the marigolds or not, but we're going to try it. I also picked up a few of these long foldable Vigoro tomato towers and plants. So I'm not sponsored by any means. This is not a sponsored video or nothing. I just saw these on another person's channel, and I saw them in Home Depot the other day, and I thought, well, no, maybe I won't get those. But they kind of look like they might do, especially for the beans, because the beans are getting kind of big, and I want to get them kind of caged up now before they get too big, because then it'll make it more difficult to try and get one of these in there. So I got a couple cages for these guys here. And then what I'm going to do is the ones that I had previously purchased, the Vigoros, I'm going to probably move those to another pot, because I've got the cucumber that's coming up over there. That he's kind of growing out of control. That thing has gotten really big. So I'm going to try and get him wound up onto one of those, one of the other things. But then again, I also thought I'm going to leave it at the two in the end pot, and I thought maybe I'd put that in there in the front of it, kind of to grab the peas going up, because there's more peas in there than I thought. Also, we had a couple more squash plants pop up, so I'm happy about that. And excuse me, the squirrels did not touch that lately, so I think the stuff that I spread on the ground, even though most of it washed away, I think that helped a little bit. So I have some left, and I may put some out again in a little later date, because today, probably, I don't know if you can or can't see it, it is kind of overcast today, and they did give us like a 20 or 40% chance of rain, and earlier I thought for sure it was going to open up. So what I thought I'd do today is I want to get working on the marigold plot that I'm going to put in. The issue I'm going to have over there, where they're going to go, is over by Pete the Protector, is right along these pots here. So excuse my reach. So down this way, but the issue I have is that's a runoff from the driveway. So we'll see what we can do. But I did pick up some bricks. I don't know how they're going to do, but I thought we would, I'd throw some bricks down there. Let me turn this a little bit more. And kind of divert it away. So what I'm going to do first is I don't know if I need to get a shovel or not. So I'm going to check this out first, because I am going to cultivate this a little bit. I do have a hand cultivator, and it has lovely tines on it. And by the way, they are sharp. And I'm going to cultivate it a little bit. So actually, you know what? Maybe we'll do that right now. We'll just give this a little cultivation. And of course, this soil is very clay-like, and it's not, there's not a lot of good dirt in there. And there's a lot of roots out here too. So what I did do is I bought some extra potting soil that I'll put on top of that. Some wire. Save that for later. So my thought is I'm going to put just a small bed down here. And there's a lot of roots in here. But my thought is I put a small bed of marigolds on the bottom. The beneficial flowers are coming up, so hopefully that'll help as far as pollinating and whatnot goes. But I bought the bricks because I want to try and divert the water around. And my guess is I'm actually going to have to go all the way down here lined with bricks and kind of cover, or not cover, but put a row of bricks all the way down. And the reason I'm going to do that is to try and divert the water from washing it all away. So we're going to work on that a little bit today. This video is probably going to go into 2 parts. There's no way I'm going to squeeze this into a 20-minute video. There's just too much to do. And so what I was thinking is we'll do part 1 today, and I'll put that out, and I'll just keep working and recording. And when I get done with it, I'll probably put the second one out later in the week. And I do apologize because y'all can't see me because it's face at the ground. So I think what I'll do is I'll do this in 2 parts. Excuse me, bugs. I'll do it in 2 parts because there's no way I get this in a 20-minute video or less. And yeah, my earlier videos were just slightly too long, and that was pointed out to me. So, and I'm glad for the feedback. Thank you, Jen. Jen pointed that out to me, and I didn't even think about it, but that's why I asked for some help. And thanks to our Mountain Home 316, Jen, she's helped me out quite a bit just in the first interaction or 2 with her. So I appreciate everything she's done for me so far. So on to that. So I want to get this done. Some of this done today. Like I said, it's probably going to take me a good half hour. So I'll at least break this up into 2 videos, and that way I give you guys a little more content and whatnot. The one thing I will ask that, guys, so I'm looking at my analytics, there's probably about 60% of the people watching that have not subscribed. Guys, if you could do me a giant favor and please hit that subscribe button if you like it, I'd appreciate it. I do see quite a few returns from those folks. I can't see their names or anything, but it does show me returns. And then I do have my regulars who come in return, and that's fantastic. That helps this channel out a lot. But if you're not subscribed, just if you could hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, then you'll know when I post. That way you can, you'll be notified right away. Or, well, one of my viewers did say he didn't get notified when my last video came out. He happened to find it. I do notice that YouTube does that sometimes. Even I have that with the channels that I follow. I see it does that to me as well. That kind of sucks because I'll be honest with you, like, I follow people for a reason, and you would think YouTube would want to have you return to those people's channels, but yeah, for some reason, I don't know why that happens. I'll tell you what, if I get a place any bigger than this, boy, I'm getting a actual tiller or a small tractor, for the goodness of God. So I just wanted to give that a little till, and then we're going to take a look and see. I'm not going to level this out. Again, this is not permanent. This is temporary. It's not my yard. So again, I bought these with the idea, because I noticed where the pots were, the bricks kind of, fed the water around. So I'm hoping it'll do the same. Obviously, this is, actually, I need to move, you know what? I need to go further up. Or actually, no. I think we're good right where we're at, right actually where this brick is. So what I'm going to do is move these bricks 3 or 4 times. That's so efficient. What we're going to do is we'll move these out of the way, and we're going to get the rake I got. I'm going to kind of rake some of those leaves out. I want to get these down to the ground. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just rake this into here and kind of spread it out. Leaves and there you go. There's a couple of branches in there. And then I'm going to come back, and I bought a little extra dirt. Yeah, we'll just give me some more of that. But where the bricks are going to lay, I kind of want it to actually, you know what we're going to do? Yeah, I want to keep that cleared out. Okay, so we will. I'm going to go 2 wide. And I'm kind of going to line up with the bricks that I already have here. Because the way I can see the way the water was flowing. So the idea is I want to keep the water from essentially running over the top of these bricks and then just washing everything down. I kind of hoping that the water will kind of go with the lay of the land. So I'm kind of going to put these at a slight angle, and then what we'll do is we'll go to the outside here. You need to come out. We'll just plow that up. There we go. Oh, perfect. So then we'll do that. And it's not going to get far. This is not going to be a huge plot or anything. Again, this is just, I'm just testing it to see if this works. Then we'll go, I'll pick up some more bricks and we'll go all the way down. I'm hoping that this will create a barrier, or maybe, because if the squirrels are coming up, or even chipmunks, if these are working, if the marigolds are working and keeping them out of there, which it seems to be on a couple of them, not all the pots, but a couple of the pots, they do seem to be keeping them out. So that said, I thought maybe if I put a barrier in the front, that would allow me to have those flowers down there. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to keep the squirrels and chipmunks and whatnot out. Now the other issue I have is I need to actually turn this to head this way. So I think that'll work. Because I don't want to get too far away from the pots. I don't want to be way out here. But I need to keep that water away from the flowers. So I'm going to turn it. It's going to look wonky, but I'm not here for a beauty show, you know. So that got me down to about the third bucket. Not bad. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 will probably get me down to, probably down to the first bean pot. So again, money's tight, guys. So I'm literally working with what I have. The means I have. So each week I'll try and get a little bit more into this. But so yeah, so that actually worked out. That's not bad. So I think what we'll do is we'll just level this out a little bit. And then I'm literally going to sprinkle the seeds into here. I'm not gonna put a trough down, and I'm not gonna dig a spot for them and then put them in and cover them over. Again, I just really want to try these things. I'm not, once I find out if they work or don't work, then different story, whole nother story. I wonder if I can. No, that should be good. That should be good the way it is. But I'm thinking I'm going to turn these just slightly, right? And then that way I can do this and turn this a little bit closer so that as I go down it, it's going to bring me closer to the pots instead of further away. Because this is at a funky angle. When I put these in, I didn't do this like this. Again, this is not going to be permanent. This is all temporary, just to see what I can do and can't do here. So let's get a couple marigolds here. And anybody that's ever planted marigolds, they know the seeds. The seeds are really tiny. And my idea is too that as some of these go, I want to. I'm gonna obviously have to look it up because I haven't done this in so long. My mom would know. She's good at this stuff. So let's see. So these are the seeds. So if you've never seen one, they are just little. They almost look like little weeds that are dried up. So I am not gonna try and like I said, plant any way. I'm just gonna sprinkle these on here. Oh, there weren't that many in there. Wow. Sprinkle those on there. Set the other ones down. I think we'll go with, so I have the what is this one? Happy Days mixed colors. I just had all just gold before, and I wanted something different. And then I saw these. I thought these were kind of cool. So we'll plant. I'm trying to just do a couple of these nights because I only have one packet if I didn't see another one there. And these, I got a couple packets of these. I had one packet of the one I just put down. I think there was some more there. So if this works, then I'll go get some more. So I think what we'll do is I'm just going to scatter just a few of these in here, and then we'll the red knights, that is. We're just going to sprinkle a few of these in there. So, all right. So we'll sprinkle these in, and we'll cover this with some dirt. Then, like I said, I'm going to try and just keep this to 20 minutes. So we'll get this in here, and I do feel the rain coming. There we go. And I still have a few seeds in there. That's perfect. Feel some sprinkles, so I'm going to rush this along because I want to get the dirt over these and cover them. There's a couple spots around the pots where water has come through. I can see it now. And I'm not a huge marigold fan. I do like the colors, but I was always taught that they chase away the good bugs as well as the bad bugs. I don't know how true it is, but we're gonna find out. Hopefully it'll chase the squirrels away. So got that down, and we got this lovely bag of soil. I'm not gonna put a ton over this because I need them to grow. So if I put too much on, they won't grow. If I put too little on, they won't grow either. So here we go. Hopefully, like I said, we get a heavy rain. And don't worry, I'm going to flatten this out. I'm not going to leave it like piled up like this. So, got to get enough on there. Right. So as you saw, I left the leaves in there. Those will compost down, kind of feed the flowers. So we'll get that covered up, and then we will call this video a video, and we'll go on to the next one. And like I said, what I'll do is, there we go. I will put out part 2 of this, just because I don't want to put my first few videos were way too long, and I kind of knew that at the beginning. So I don't want to put really long videos out all the time. So we'll pat that down a little bit, get the pressure on those seeds, and pray. There is a spot over here where the water is run down and out, so I'm just gonna kind of keep this away from that. Hopefully it won't wash it out. I can't tell how big the runoff is there. So anyway, so for this video, we're gonna call it, and I hope everybody has a great week. So we'll put this episode out with a part 1, and then probably Thursday or Friday, I'll upload again. And of course, those of you who've been following along, Wednesday, I usually try to come home from work and just give a little walkthrough and see how everything's doing. So we'll do that again on Wednesday. So now that my hands are all dirty and I got to touch the phone, great. So again, guys, if you like it, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. That'll get you notified when I put videos out. Please make a comment too. That helps the algorithm a little bit too. So if you could watch the full video and just let me know, hey, watch the whole thing, that'd be awesome. Or just a thumbs up, whatever, in the comments, and try and get this out to as many people as possible. If you can like and share, even better. The last I looked, we were up to, I think, 53 follows. So we've been growing pretty well, and a lot of that is thanks to Jen and her family over at our Mountain Homestead 316. I'll try and put a in the description. I'll try and put her her site in there. So if you're not following them, go give them a follow. Wiley has his own channel too, working with Wiley. So give them a follow. And then Jen's sister has a channel, Positively Obnoxious. So if you would go give all them a follow, if you're not already following. I know a bunch of you guys are already from Jen's channel, so I appreciate that. Guys, they are really great people, and they're doing a really awesome job. And so any help to me would be grateful. Any help to them would be grateful as well. So I can give back to their community since she gave to my community. And again, I hope everybody has a great week. And we'll see you guys probably Thursday or Friday. I'll put the next video out. This will be same episode, but it'll be part 2. I think this is like episode 5. Anyway, so hope everybody has a great week. Make sure you subscribe, like, follow, and share this video with other people. So hopefully we can get our numbers up there. Our watch times are going up. I think we need, a good God, I think it's 1,000 hours of watch time. We're currently at around 27, and this is so I can move on to the next step with YouTube. We still need to get 500 subscribers, but if things keep going the way they're going, we should get there, like, fairly quickly. I mean, I hope. But again, any help from you guys would be awesome. So again, we'll see you in part 2, Thursday or Friday. Have a great week, guys.